Alright, it's your boy Lax, and today we have a very special video. We are going to be going back in time, covering the greatest SVOU games of all time. And today I have Blunder and 3D with me. This is going to be a blast from the past. We're going to cover some really crazy games. There are some
iconic battles.
Iconic, insane, shice games. Like, as you can see right now, we got Psychic Terrain pulled up, which nobody likes seeing, but this was a classic game. There will be some games that we're not going to cover like the full part of it, but we'll show you the really important moments because, you know, it might be like a long-ass battle.
This is the Throwback Thursday for SVO.
Oh shit, and it's Thursday.
Throwback Thursday.
Too. Oh my god, bars. But yeah, we'll get started. Right now we have Mind Gaming versus Michael Derbeste in the first SPO that featured SVOU. And this is a crazy game.
This was a life-changing game. This was actually a life-changing game. When I saw this live, I was like, I hope I never play this guy again.
mine is like 3-0 at this point too. So he's frying everybody.
Oh yeah,
and Michael's
you guys will be seeing a lot of Mind Gaming. Let me make that clear, because he is the protagonist.
Yeah.
He's in so many important games that you guys will see. So.
Dude, Lex's extension that has the random sprites is so funny. This Sarah looks like it's like, what is this?
But yeah, do you see the Azubro
This
just
is
get blown up?
dude. This watching back this replay is so stupid.
And then Pulti guy comes in. You know the funny part about this?
And then he looks so smashed.
And this store power is like 300 power in terrain or some shit. Look at that! Scizor's fucking gun. Yeah.
Bro,
Nah,
this
literally changed everybody's life. They were like, "Oh my god, this guy is a big ass threat."
The funniest thing is nobody ever used terrain again after this. Like it was never brought again. But at the time, people were like, "This is the most broken insane ass blast in history ever."
Yeah, this is a quick one, but it's funny because he said Qian Pao has Ice Spinner, and this was really early in SV, so people didn't even know Ice Spinner cleared terrain. So if he clicked that versus Armoroge while having his sash, like, oh man, yeah,
then you can just switch out and go into whoever. Because even if it has +2 speed, you can kill it.
He was probably cooked. Like, there's a Qian Pao, there's a hat, there's a Volcarona Lumen in the back, like all that shit.
There's a fucking Volca. Yeah. It's probably.
But yeah, this was a banger.
Oh, dude, Mine's team is so cheap, yo. Dude, that game was actually 24 seconds long.
All right, this game, another
infamous game.
There's only one turn that matters because it decides the entire game that you guys will see.
Shout out Wo-Chen, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time.
Dude, Crying early SV. I think true menace.
Yeah. Crying was winning a lot of S Tour regular. What's it called? Like regular weeks in S Tour as well. I remember
that Pex took a lot from zero boosted.
But at this point, we didn't even really see Pex that much. But yeah, seeing that take 40%, that should have been a red flag right there. Why did it take so much?
7% from Sludge Bomb.
You know what I'm saying? It's starting to look shady.
But yeah, like most of this game is just stall v stall, but.
Body slam. That's a Crying classic.
The cursed Terra-Normal body slam. Yeah.
I hit Ogre Water before it dropped.
Yeah. All right. We see Hydreigon used to be big back in the day. If you guys remember, people love the Terra.
All right. Now watch this turn. Watch this turn.
No, dude. The Terra Blast. Bro. And the game is just over.
Bro, look at this. Bro, it's funny because and then it shows its
max special attack and knocks out, lives that. Like, oh my god. And then this was also crazy too. You guys remember this shit, right?
Oh yeah, and then this clicks play rough, right? And no one had seen that up until then. Yeah, and so after this game dropped,
I love the team lickers is what he said.
Nah, I've been there. I've been there myself. When I'm like, man, what's going on? How can they have every tech?
Everything, bro. This is what like AV Pex after this game was honestly one of the best mons in the tier. So
it was. It really bossed up. It was used on the best team ever, the Dozo Screamtail team. Yeah.
Yeah. AV Pex somehow hit hard enough. Sludge Bomb has that poison chance. This was pre-G King. After Slow King G came out, AV Pex went in the dumpster. There was no reason to ever use it again.
King really ruined it. But...
Yeah, because this was before Gliscor and all of them. But like, dude, this thing was the boss.
Anyways, because that's just taking med.
Yeah, you can just ice beam that shit anyways.
Did beat Gliscor, but Slow King really shut it down because you just don't touch Slow King at all. Chili's out, brings in a boss.
You can't do anything. Even if you click Infestation, it doesn't matter. You don't trap it for full turns. So
back in the day, Crying really showed everybody the light. This shit was crazy.
Dude, yeah, I don't even think the one I ran was Infestation. I ran Sludge Bomb, Surf, Ice Beam.
All right,
Actually, maybe it was. Maybe it was Infestation last, but I ran Ice Beam. This Terra Blast fight shit is some
You guys remember this
shit.
though? Dude,
Yeah,
why is
got it.
Prime pulling up
was
with Terra
used,
Blast on every mod? This was Terra Ground Blast, I think. For like Heat Train or some shit. Like I don't even know. Like what's going on?
Heat Train was in the game.
Wasn't no Heat Train back then. Wasn't no Heat Train back then.
I remember it was Terra Ground. Because they used it in like
I have no idea, bro.
Dude, this shit is crazy.
Terra Ground, maybe for I don't know, opposing Pex,
bro, but
I don't even know.
Like this shit.
This was a giga infamous game, bro.
This for mod.
Oh, right.
I mean, there's
a Claude.
Wait, yeah. Wait, what do you mean for mod? No worries for mod, bro.
Wait, Counter Claude, which I just played on the ladder yesterday.
Yo,
oh my god! Remember I showed you the replay? Yeah.
Wait, why did rest?
I guess you switched into like Pulse and shit. I don't know, bro. There's no explanation.
Trying me putting rest on every Pokemon all the time, bro.
But yeah, that was crazy. And then, because mine has all the iconic games from the first SPL. You guys remember this, right?
Oh my god,
this game was crazy.
Fuck, bro.
Mine uses classic Spec Sylveon here.
My fucking heartbreak for this game, bro, because this is for the viewers. This is context of the game. The Sharks, mine's team, are down 6-5 in the finals.
Sir.
So if he loses this game, we're out of the tournament. We lost in the finals. But if he wins this game, we force tiebreak, and then we have another chance.
This was like such important stakes. Yeah.
This game, including both of these players, I'm guessing, because this is a deciding game no matter what.
Yeah. And this was crazy. I think, is it only the last turns that were crazy? Because Kebab's using a pretty fat team.
No, there's a lot.
Mine versus Kebab. No, this whole game is crazy. This whole game is crazy because
our breaker is Sylveon versus
Core.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If you give me Kebab's team, I'm a 6-0. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a 6-0. I'm not even losing one mon, bro. Like
this was like Mine's like doing every single play he could to bring it back. Even if he gets every play wrong early, like Side Shocking Core 5 times.
Yeah, really. Because look, now this is gonna die to 2 Pyro Balls because it's at 50. Like,
dude, and that only does 42, bro. His breaker only does 40.
But even this is like so. I'm like, Kebab was like giving out roosts like it was candy. Like he was just like, let me waste all my roosts for no reason. This is a Jetpack CC.
Yep, the Jetpack.
Yeah, this was a classic. Mine always spammed that no skill shit.
Kebab does actually make a good
but it's AV.
Fucking hard, bro, because you have AV Pex plus Core.
AV Pex.
And there's an ace. There's an ace too. You know, bro. Lax, your extension is disgusting. What is this card, bro?
I like it, bro. I hate seeing black and white sprites. All right, does he shock you? He shocks you, right? Okay, no. He will later. He will later.
Personally, I would have shocked, but I feel that.
Dude, this is back when mine was the best team ever. I mean, still is, but he named all his shit
42 from the guard. Dude, his team gets 12-0'd by this. Oh, it's a Jetpack too.
Oh, he's double eject. Dude, mine was really innovating, bro. Like red card, Amoonguss, a Jetpack, all that.
Remember
Red card Amoonguss is the base lord. Sorry
is it actually?
Remember
it is. I have proof. Yo, Sylveon is fire though, because I remember mine was like, I love Sylveon, and that's why I brought it in something like that. He's so fire for that.
Clutching with his favorite Pokemon, that's a god feeling. You can't take that.
It ran into fucking.
Now this was crazy to me. Bro, back in the day,
the fact
why is it zero
this was a
speed,
tie,
bro?
right?
Why is it zero speed, bro?
Bro, it's because all Tusks were max. We wanted Pyro Ball to do 22% for some reason. Ice Beam on the Switch for some motion.
Bro, if they had
trying to die while his rocks are up, makes sense.
Yeah, it's speed tied the thing.
Oh, wait, he gets the helm, and Kebab makes a noob play into Fogs here. I remember now.
Giga noob play.
Now Hyper Voice 2 KO something. Yeah.
Wow, this was such a beautiful game.
Is just chilling, sleeping.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, look at this. 3 Hyper Voice.
Sylveon went fucking stupid.
I think it kills everything, right? Maybe.
This shit turned into Iron Valley. Turned into Iron Valley, but it was actually better this game than Iron Valley. Good double. Good double.
Is Hyper Voice on 3 PP?
Yeah. Hyper Voice at 3. I didn't even realize it's at 3. Or was it just always faster? I don't even remember if it was a tie.
Yeah, he really made the most of that shit. Okay, red card. This is back in the day when all Dozos were lefties too. There was no Boots Dozo.
Yeah. And it's important to remember, like, mine looks like he's up right now, but Sylveon's only got 2 Hyper Voices left, which with Corv it's only 1 technically.
Also, personally, my Salt Cure guy is just waiting in the back, ready to go.
Right? Like, that was a
clutch sport too.
That was a great sport. Pex is so free. It's like Why not just go?
Dude,
Pex?
and this Pex is actually killing
everything
everything too. If you look at it,
it's killing everything, bro. Mine can't even get anything. Ice Beam is completely giga free. You have to force a kill here.
Like Pex can actually kill everything except for this D Knight. The double's so big because
force the rock.
Damn, Kebab outplayed the balls this game.
Like now, like he should still win though. Like
this is why choice attackers are only for goats. You feel like the man when you have this shit in your hands.
Yeah.
All right.
I think he doubles again, right? Or no, he doesn't need to. He could just EQ.
No, it's
because it's already sleeping. Yeah. And he clicks hyper beam. Wait, doesn't Kebab recover or something here?
RBY.
Oh, fattest choke ever is recover here.
And then he times out, bro. Oh my god.
Wait, what the fuck? What was Pex at? Oh, he won, right?
I guess Pex maybe died to CBEQ. Maybe that's what he stripped up.
He never terrored though. He never terrored this whole game, right?
Tusk early.
Oh, he did tear the tusk.
He terrored Tusk just to get outsped by Sylvia.
Okay, maybe. Oh no, he had to recover because the next turn's a 50-50.
Yeah,
because if you hyper beam into Pex, you lose.
But
if mine doubles, you win.
Because Garg is only at like what?
Well, I can tell you with 4,000% confidence that mine went to D-Knight.
I think so too. Because D-Knight is the boss play, and he was in charge.
He said it himself. He said it. Okay. I was gonna say I can already tell you the way the game was going. There's 0% chance he stayed into beam again. He definitely went D-Knight. Because if you play this way and you always make the suffocating play, you're not gonna stop at the end when it's most important.
And Kebab was on the back foot the whole time, so it was on him to make that proactive play.
This was a generational game, especially given the stakes behind this game.
Yeah. This led them to tiebreak. Yeah, which unfortunately the Sharks did lose, but the fact that Mind was able to bring it back from a literal 0-100 matchup, right? Like you could say that it's an 0-100.
I like this. I like this SPO because Mind brought the same team every single week.
He brought Dragapult, D-Knight, he brought Gambit every week.
Amoongus too, every game, and it was just like an offense, and he would change the.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has this exact team versus Crying with the Val over Sylveon, right? Yeah.
He brought it. Something like this versus Kate too. Remember the sucker?
Oh yeah. He had like Pelipper or something, Specs Pelipper or something over Sylveon, something like that. He would just bring the same five because they were the bosses of the gen for sure.
Yeah, he had some great plays every time too.
I think Solon brought something similar to that in the finals too.
All right,
but that was just the style.
Now we're jumping through time. This game isn't that hype, I think, on the outside, but if you think about Muk-Alola being used in OU and actually like doing a lot, then you'll be very impressed.
I actually didn't. I haven't seen this.
This is a really old one. Let me actually.
This is a crazy turn. This is a crazy
turn.
Staying
in here gets the poison because your poison touch, poison jab. That's double the chance. And look at it. Look at this Muk. It's just staying in everything, protecting, spreading poison everywhere. Like shit goes.
Back then, I think these were knockoff. Earthquake more than Ice Spinner?
They never
right? There was no Gliscor around this time.
Lando, right?
I think Lando did exist.
Lando did exist. Maybe it was Ice Spinner then.
But back in the day, these Tusks were all max defense, so they weren't even. It has
to be rocks. It has to be rocks. So that's why that was a great play to stay in jab because nobody's clicking any of that bullshit into Moltres and Rotom in the back.
Yeah.
You can fish the poison right there. That was a good one.
Did Tor not have knock back in the day? Because I don't think he clicks knock versus this, which would have helped a lot.
Muk is so shy.
Look at this.
Protect lefties.
Who's killing Muk?
Muk's going stupid because you can't get Gambit knocked or it's just done. I
think Muk also runs Drain Punch for Gambit, but at that range you're dying to Iron Head, so you're not risking it.
Fairy Blast.
Fairy Blast spin. Cleanly knocks out.
Fairy Blast.
Yep. Moltres comes in.
But now it's like
Moltres always beats Gambit.
Exhausted.
Yeah, and you exhausted.
Yeah, and exhausted is done. So
Dude,
now it's
every time this Glowking comes in, bro.
In the game.
Well, I would say that the what's his face? Muk was actually such a bitch this game.
All helmets.
That dodge is pretty nice though. Because the helmet.
Dude, I remember I had this Muk team I really wanted to bring with Rillaboom, but in the end,
dude, that team was so good. No, I love that.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Bro, we used that so much on ladder. It was so fun.
We used it so much on ladder. Rilla, Muk, Volcanion back then. We were both spamming that shit on ladder. That shit was so fun.
That was a great CTC team. Why did we never bring it?
Oh my god,
that was fire.
Bro, because it was super inconsistent, bro. It wasn't. That's our classic though. We like teams with flaws a lot,
and we lose because of it. Hell yeah.
Yeah, because the other guy has fucking Zama Gambit every time.
Every game.
Anyways, Muk is doing a disgusting performance here. Just sit. And also now that Gambit is a fairy type, Muk is King Von.
That was a nice play because expected the easy protect.
This on Moltres is great, but he protected instead because
dude, that play is tough for Roro because it's so free to go Moltres. You don't even need to protect.
30% off lefties.
Yeah. Also, there's still a Dozo in the back, and there's only one dead, so it doesn't. Specs is crazy, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, the Volcanion always had a potential in this game. To kill everybody. I think
Yeah, the issue is the soaking is just the only counter to Rotom, and it's just a free Muck every time. But now Volk kind of picks a kill, right? Or it does a lot to Rotom. I don't know.
Nah, Muck is eating the shit out of this. You crazy?
And he knocks. Does it get the poison too?
Muck.
Oh my.
And that's a wrap. At that point, though, knocked means it's already over.
Because it can't break the Rotom or anything. And Muck can always heal up versus Slowking. It doesn't even matter if you take damage.
This was a nasty Muck game.
Damn, that did
Muck is so shiced.
But yeah, look at this. Every time Soaking comes in, Muck comes in.
This switches in, gets called for free.
Muck keeping its leftovers was phenomenal.
Yes.
I guess.
Muck, stop it, Muck.
Look, it's already back. This is a game where Roro looks in hindsight. He's like, dude, I should have knocked. But it's so hard to knock into Moltres.
I think he said that. After the game. He's like, I don't even know. I went for rocks. I should have just knocked. And I was like, I guess, but
it's rocks is just progress.
Also, I get it though.
That's why, it's so easy to just.
Yeah, when you play a team like this, I understand why you'd want rocks up. Also, Rotom is annoying for Megan.
Yeah.
+2 Rotom blows up everything on his team
too.
And outspeeds the majority. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god, this guy just keeps going back in.
Stupid ass Muck just fucking trolled all game. Fucking outrageous.
That actually did a shitload. I guess Moltres back in the day didn't run.
Spadef.
They ran Spadef, not Fizdef. Yeah.
Because I ran 2 Moltres this World Cup. One was Bold and one was Spadef.
Damn.
And I think the Spadef one was on average a little bit better. Because the rationale is that wait, go back 2 turns to the CC on Moltres. I want to see the damage on that. I think that shit did half.
Damn.
Oh wow, yeah, that's banded.
Look at that shit. Yeah, it's for sure it's banned. But yeah, this is like some max. This is some max.
Yeah, max defense shit would only take
even max Spadef. Right? How the fuck can max HP take 49? What the fuck? That shit must be adamant.
Dude, back in the day, they were always adamant, right? Because there's no Weavile, there's no.
Damn, if he didn't get burned, I think he could have won with that shit. Actually, I think Dozo might still actually
Dozo
beat
max
you
defense definitely beats it still.
Yeah, I think you still because lefties is actually cheap.
But
now you go back to Muck.
And now the bane is knocked. It's over anyways. Yeah. This was crazy work. I think Muck literally gets every single kill, or maybe 5 out of 6 or something.
Muck recovered 800%.
Remember when it was at 10% after Steam?
Bro, 15 protects or click. Yeah. That's crazy.
15 protects click. Dude, Muck is nasty.
And this
protects. That's 100%.
This game. I actually wouldn't consider as iconic, but it brought a fresh set in S-Tour finals, which is super high stakes, right? Obviously, finals of tournament. This was a super beatdown, so I think this is a cool one to show because you never see this back. I think this is the only time this specific back set has ever been used. I don't know if you guys even remember this.
Let me see this. I haven't seen this game.
I know exactly what the backs was, but
it's funny. You can just set up on Pex because you're you're AV. You don't have toxic, but look at that.
Oh, terrible!
Yeah, so this shit was meant to snipe Core, but he
just gets Gamba anyways.
Yeah,
and this is crazy. Staying in here is crazy because Tusk is Terra in max defense, but I guess Bax is never breaking through it anyways.
You already exhausted and you set up, so at that point you just go for gold, exhaust, right?
Go for gold.
Yeah, and here's a funny moment too. That you guys will remember. This clicks Acro, but it switches out because Crunch is not enough to knock out Hat at this range.
Yo, you can't knock off. But the Bax defensively did his job with this stupid ass Terra-Fire.
He switches in, gets the
chip. So it's Dragon Ground Fire?
Dragon Ground Fire. Literally Guard Chomp. Nah, surely you gotta run Ice move, right? Ice is so cheap.
How the fuck does Volk not win this?
I think hard switching it in is what fucked it, because if you sack and then
I was thinking that too. If you sack your Hat, I guess he's trying to prevent a nasty plot though.
He's always gonna go hard Val for the Encore though. He's always gonna go hard Val.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Because there's no other reason for him to have gone hard Val that turn.
Later, right?
Surely Encore gets clicked.
Encore gets clicked.
Then you switch out and then.
I think Luthier's fear was that the Tusk would somehow. Not Tusk, the Moon would somehow beat him.
He's not Bug Buzz. There's no way he's Bug Buzz. He's Psychic, so that's probably why. Yeah, you know what? That's fair. That's fair.
Even then, Tusk takes nothing from this, so...
Yeah.
Tusk actually takes nothing from this.
26, bro. See, back in the day,
that's what, bro?
Yo.
How did he lose this? Bulk up Tusk with the speed booster? Fucking cheapest set of all time pulls up at the end.
Yeah.
This shit won from turn 1 as long
look
as
at Lucas' team. You just need hat low, and it just wins the game straight
You
up.
literally need hat at like 75 and you win. Bro, why did no one run headlong rush? Bro, fuck EQ.
EQ
what
is
a garbage
crazy,
move.
right? Yeah.
Such a garbage move, bro.
That shit was slower? What the fuck?
Yeah, because Volk was like max
it took 29 from Nock. People used to love bold Volk. They used to. This is what people used to say.
Yeah,
oh my god, this is the most broken mon. We gotta ban it. We gotta ban it. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, he was probably like a Terra Blast set on this Volk if I had to get, or Psychic even. Like one of those makes sense.
Yeah.
I ran like bold Terra Blast, water Terra Blast, and stuff like that in this OST.
I'm surprised that the Volk didn't win after the back.
Right? Yeah, it really looked like it was a Volk going to win from here on out, but
I thought it was gonna win too, but lack of bug buzz is pretty tough. Otherwise, he probably would have figured out a way to go to that earlier. Because like
the way Michael played it,
Michael positioned everything really well.
Yeah.
And this is when people were still experimenting with Terra. There was no never exhaust back then. Nope, the saying didn't exist back then. It was just like, fuck it. Yeah, let's say.
Bro. Yeah, Michael played this really well because he realized like he doesn't need Roaring Moon anymore because the only way it's revenged is by Tusk.
1 second, I'll be right back in a minute.
It was so fucking bad at this point. When it didn't have
it really was, right? Like it was just a Terra fly bot. Alright, let's see what we got next. Oh, fuck. He just said he'll be... Alright, we'll pause because Blunder's going to want to see this one. This is actually a really cool game. I wouldn't call this one iconic as well because maybe not a lot of people watched the pool stage World Cup.
This is versus my
but
teammate.
This is probably one of the best games Blunder has played at SV. So, or at least the end games at least. So we'll pause for when he's back and then we'll run it down. Alright, we're back. And this time we have a World Cup of pool stage... World Cup of Pools? What am I saying?
Time for Primordial Glaze. Let's get to it.
Nah, this was actually a great game, though. And I like how this Among Us lead forces this Meow to take that Sludge Bomb. Because you can't U-turn
and take that spore. You can't U-turn on that easy spore. You're goobed. And this was pre-axle. Wait, all right, go back to the Samurott turn. CTC tells me this was a horrendous play. And he said that if this is the only rocker, it can't have CC. Which is definitely true. But I had PTSD from seeing all the CC eject pack shit. Now this crit right here, I just win without that shit. It's over without that shit. Anyways, after sacking 1.5 Mons, I go back to Samurott and now understanding that there's no CC.
That's something I should have known immediately. You do all that shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. After sacking 1.5 Mons, I go back to Samurott realizing, oh, I'm fucking stupid.
Listen, all I'll say for the viewers is, look at the Samurott. It's so low. Like, how is it gonna do anything for the rest of this game? That's all I'm gonna say.
This was so beautiful. And the Sneasler on the Switch. Write that down.
That's a good name.
Also, this was the invention of Spadef Landorus. This was the invention of Spadef Lando. Nobody was using that shit. Nobody was using that shit. Anyways, worst stealth rock in history goes up there. Yeah, I think every turn was wrong for the first 12 turns besides the first 2.
We should have picked the U-turn game.
Alright, now watch turn 14. No.
What's gonna happen? Oh no, bro.
Oh hell no.
No, but watch. Okay.
You gotta wonder, how do you win this game? How do you win this game?
Just watch.
Alright, Specs, reveal Shadow Buster Specs. Wait, why do you swap?
Bluff Sucker Punch like a thug. Alright, he gave me a bit there by clicking Hydro.
Yeah, that was the freest volt of all time. Hydro was crazy.
Yeah, I will play to get the smooth chip on the G King. Go to this guy on the Chili. Okay. Now I know that the volt is coming, but it's all good because Amungus is applying that big press.
Oh, doesn't
get paralyzed here. Full parad when I would have got another 22. Now watch this. Come on, man. We know the Chili's coming, so we go back to bro to force some shit. Amungus on Drake, because these back then they were all specs, and I wasn't Sucker Punch. I was Aqua Jet.
Oh my god,
yeah, but I had to keep all the mons. Watch this. Predict that shit. Go for knock. Moonblast predicting the switch again. Come on.
Why this is important?
I wish I CC'd though.
Now Rotom is in Samurott range. Keep that in mind, guys.
Yeah, but I gotta chip this because no Sucker Punch.
Wait, you weren't Sucker Punch?
I go in.
What the fuck?
No, bro. That's why.
Sucker Punch actually won it like 10 turns ago.
That's what I'm saying. I was SD Aqua Jet Mystic Water. Some bullshit.
That's ridiculous.
Anyways, here, sack the Amoongus. Tactical play.
Well, no, actually,
sack I go back to this. No, but I had to go back to this because if he switches into Gambit there, that's the only way to lose. Give myself the SD, and then I say GG here just to make God not make me miss because I was like, give me some shit. I already got a crit. And then, thank God. And then watch this. This shit drops because I'm Mystic Water.
Dude, I love Swords Dance Mystic Water back in the day. That shit hit like a truck.
Bro, this was iconic. Nobody was using SD.
In the chat. Fuck out of here.
I had to say shaboing in the chat. Bro, after the first 10 turns, which was a fucking 9-11.
This is a never give up classic because he gets smoked, he gets crit, and then he brings it back with Samurai, which wouldn't happen in 2025.
Nah, even past all that shit, the shit that really made me sad was when I Terra shit clicked T-Wave. I was like, yeah, it might be Jove. I was like, I don't know.
Bro, I was watching this game live because I think we're in like a really tough spot when it comes to like we could have gotten.
Oh no! And then this game happens. Oh no!
And then I was like, "Fuck!" And then I lost 2, and I was like, "Fuck! This is not a good tour for Canadians."
Never give up, guys.
It's okay.
Also, never exhaust. Imagine even never. Actually, that didn't even matter. You didn't need Terra for shit, unless it was Terra Dark Amoongus. Yeah, it didn't matter.
No.
But yeah.
All my Terras were bullshit defensive Terras because back then I didn't even ever use offensive Terra. I only believed in defensive Terra back then. So
watching this live back in the day was pretty hype though because East was we were terrible this year. I was like 1-2 or some shit.
No, I remember reading back the chat after the game and in the first like 10 turns, everyone was like,
"We lose, it's over."
Yo, he's fucked. And I was like, yeah. I would say the same shit if I saw this bullshit. Right. Oh, okay. This is crazy. The Grafii.
The next 2 games, I don't know if we'll show the whole thing, but okay, look at this. Terra turn 1. What is he doing, bro? What is he doing?
Oh, that was so fire though.
Why did he Terra?
Honestly,
I think
I don't know.
It was
I don't know. I honestly don't know why he revealed it, but
was it curse or was it Ida?
It was curse.
Ida.
Yeah.
Oh, it's curse. My bad.
Oh yeah.
Bring Slow King.
Anyways, I get
bring Slow King.
Because Future Sight was up.
Okay, you're right. My dumbass had gone Tusk and lost on the spot.
He deadass just loses, right? Because he can't even do damage. But this was the first time we ever saw Terra-Electric, which is pretty cool because you're like not weak to anything besides ground, right? And all ground moves are EQ at this point. Nobody's running Earth Power Landers except me. But this was nuts because even people say when Guard gets knocked, it's a death sentence. But he boosted up so quickly that the shit was just over. Yeah. And this was a tiebreaker game.
This was finals though. But tiebreaker game is almost as heinous. So people will have a lot of criticism for this game, or like not criticism, but like what could have been done different. Something like instantly chilling into Tusk would do enough damage to like you can't just recover for free, or you can't just curse up for free a bunch. You burn a bunch of recovers, or hard switch King Gambit to Terra Dark and start Swords Dancing. Make the guards.
Once he exhausted, maybe he should. But like it's very easy for people to say that in retro. I will say that the sequence is wrong from Malekith for sure because you gave up like 3 turns for this thing to curse, and that's for sure not correct. But like. At this point, look at that damage. He let the shit get out of hand. Like he was goofy.
Yeah, maybe Chili into Gambit is like the quote ideal play, and just Swords Dance, make him take Future Sight, and then you're doing a lot of damage with Kowtow.
Then you force something at least because you have to force this out ASAP after that because you know like oh shit this is getting out of hand. But even with 8 recovers and no lefties, this fucking heinous
this is just such a ridiculous game. Everybody watch this. I heard DMing McMegan after this. I was like, dude, I don't know how you came up with this set from hell, but that shit is insane.
But but this was a great call because all guards up until this point were fairy and water. I brought guard myself and it was water. And the thing, not water, it was fairy. And the thing is, Glow King or Zapdos, one of them is going to be able to stall out the recovers. But because he was electric, the only thing was Tusk, and then Tusk just got earthquaked and KO'd. Yeah. I mean, water similarly, I think would have done like the same shit because Volt Switch does like 40 max with like a max roll. It probably does 40. So
this set also beats
you can't go hard
the German team because this is basically just discount German team, right? Like German team at home.
Yeah. What is over Zapdos on that
Lando,
team?
Right?
Enamorous. No, it's Enamorous. It's Specs Enamorous.
Which would have won crazy here,
to hell. Yeah,
But
exactly.
If you look at Roro's team, like it's a hard counter to that team specifically, right? Like Bax is the only thing that can make. Actually, Bax is crazy into this.
Moltres was super godly in this World Cup. I brought that shit a bunch of times too because it just checks. Like, look at Malekith's team. Zapdos beats 3 of those guys too easy. Gambit, Ace, and Tusk. Nobody was using Libero Ace for the most part.
Yeah, it was all
everybody liked defensive
with the Wisp.
Yep. Yeah.
But yeah, this I think this was fun. Literally the last game, like game 10, I'm pretty sure, of Spain versus Europe, and then it leads into tiebreak, and then we have we have this one, and Roro's prep because he wasn't known as a Gen 9 player at this time, still one of the greatest all time, if not the greatest, right? But he wasn't known for Gen 9, so when he pulled out all stops, created all these crazy techs and reads into the opponent, like people were just shocked. It was just mind blowing, like what happened.
Oh, this is the.
This one is another straight sweep. I'll spoil it straight up, but.
Oh my god, bulk up Landers.
The only bulk up Lando ever used.
I remember making fun of him for this. I was like, bro, what are you doing?
Oh, you subbed on.
Bro, this was like, come on, bro.
Oh my god, yeah, See, that's where his rust shows that he doesn't keep up with SV that much, right? Not respecting that.
Nah, that's an insane play to fake, bro. Get the fuck out of here. That's the worst play I've ever seen in my entire life.
All right, guess that's Shadow Ball. Mega Rain would have done so much. I forgot back in the day. If you don't run bulk on your Tusk,
people used to run a lot of bro. This is why Headlong is the GOAT. This bullshit EQ is so bad.
Yeah, I think Roro run Headlong, but Spain still uses This is crazy.
Wait, yeah, I think this is infamously the worst Terra in the history of Mons.
Why did he Terra Fairy?
What?
I don't know.
No, that's the worst Terra in the history of Mons.
I don't even remember that. Like, I like how these games remind us of a lot of stuff too. Like, I don't remember that shit at all. Terra Fairy?
Yeah, I don't know. He must have forgot what typing the thing is. I think he loses because of that.
He does, because this boy... Because Enamorous with Terra might have been able to stop this Dozo from wreaking havoc, maybe. Yeah. Like, if it's Ground or Terra Blast or some shit, I don't know. Or no, Terra Blast wasn't around for this, right?
No, you just go to Garg, bro.
Yeah, you just go to Garg.
Oh, no. Actually, Garg will lose.
Because he's Covert, dude, the only person to make this Covert Cloak, the only person to make Terra Electric.
I remember, though, before this game, he said something about it. He told us, like, in another chat, he's like, I'm gonna bring Covert Garg. I mean, because I knew for a fact this was Covert already, because he said it somewhere to us. He was like, I'm gonna bring Covert Dozo. I think it's gonna hit, and that shit did hit.
Dude, back in the day, Garg was on every team, bro.
Yeah,
so it makes sense.
Yeah, and also you can't get Spadef dropped and hexed that way too by Shadow Ball, because he's Spadef, seeing as Grass not did 50. Yeah. Yeah, you know, he would always bring some weird tech, which I can respect a lot when it's so easy to get away with standard.
It's about to drop in one.
See, and it's such a good cushion knowing you literally cannot get hexed.
What happens here?
No, this was literally Terra Ground. This was literally Terra Ground.
Because it's sub-CM, by the way. Yeah. Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. So,
well, okay, the game wasn't over. I'll say the game wasn't over if he had it, but he definitely had a chance.
Nah, he for sure wins this with gold plus Enamorous if you don't throw Terra for
Lando on the Terra Ground, and then you're Scarf now, so you can EQ, live the Moonblast into a KO, and then Garg is also gonna take super effective, right? So it could have been.
Nah, but if you turn Ground, you literally just keep on attacking. Actually, like there's no switch-ins anymore. It's sub-CM Ground. Like it's just too free.
Yeah, you're right. It should have definitely just won straight up. So maybe that was a misclick. That Terra Fairy.
Because I remember after Roro subbed on Trick, I was like, oh my god,
it's over.
9/11, it's over. I was like, no, not my boy doing this shit. In the fucking tiebreak. This was protagonist energy. He's fire for winning with all this garbage sets too. Calm Mind, fucking Slow King and shit like that. Like,
I forgot about that shit.
He's fire. He's fire for this game.
Yeah,
bro.
like this changed everything because it made you think like, damn, Roro doesn't even play SV like that, and he just solved the metagame and like built perfect counter teams like back to back. Like that shit's crazy, bro.
This shit was fire. Fucking, we never even saw Covert Thingy again either. This was just like a one-off thing. Because nobody wants to take that risk.
Jump forward a little bit in time to official ladder tournament.
Oh no, this is the funniest two games of all time.
These back-to-back games in OT, I think it's Swiss stage. This is what cemented Vert as like the genius. Like he was already rated as like, you know, one of the best players of all time in SV.
One of the best period.
This game cemented him like, dude, he's untouchable. Like the way he read this is just crazy.
Nobody was on his level of building at this point. Nobody was on his level at this point.
Like, was it? I guess
Hurricane is crazy, bro.
What? Oh, maybe he was like, no, I don't even know.
Nah.
I can't even say it.
Vert taught us very on. Vert taught us on very on in the generation. Do not switch. Just attack. Just attack. Yeah, this is like
he even gets. Dude, look at the damage this gold did. What the?
Bro, maybe it didn't. Maybe it didn't have flame. Maybe it was Wisp, Roost, Hurricane, U-turn. I'm dead ass. It could have literally been that.
Let's see. Anyways, only out is you get the burn. Terra fires Za into Moltres and Heavy Slam, bro.
Heavy Slam, bro.
Heavy Slam,
bro. I didn't. Bro, he had
this shit won from turn 1. Yeah, this shit won from turn 1, bro.
It was counter team garbage I've ever seen.
And then from here on out, like, it doesn't even matter. Everything.
It's just over.
Val actually
it's just over. Like, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
And then low kick, dude. And then
always runs max speed. He always runs max speed low kick too, bro. Alright, but the reason why this game is so funny is this is a best of 3, and watch what happens in game. And watch what happens in game 2.
Tell me
listen, if you can guess what happens,
bro, you see that third mon, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Tough flinch turn 1, but you see why? Oh yeah. Dude. Bro, this was ridiculous.
Why are we watching this one? But it was just a highlight. It was just
No. I don't care that we're watching it. I care that why did Cinderace come in?
Oh wait, true. Wait, Boots Among Us, bro. You gotta tap in a red card, man.
Anyways, it's over, bro. King Von is in with Life Orb Glaive Rush. Is gonna kill everyone.
Alright. Dude, he uses Glimmora to counter fucking Goldingo.
Red card Glim on every team. And now watch what happens here, guys.
Alright.
Just goes to it, right? Yeah. Watch this garbage. Oh wait, not yet.
He doesn't even need to do it.
Does he crunch here? Oh no, he does crunch. Okay,
wait, that did nothing. Why did he not? Nothing. Oh, he's probably not recovered though, right? Oh no, he is, but it's doing 40%. You drop one time and it's over.
And lefties is giving back a lot. So this is a winning. This is a winning trade on average. Because Make It Rain doesn't even kill at 97.
I don't think it is Make It Rain.
Did he switch? Or did he just stay in and keep crunching?
Dude, look how much Crunch is doing.
Oh, no,
only 3.
Should doing so much. Back then we ran Goobin,
but finally gets the drop on the perfect turn.
Which definitely makes sense because it's 20% drop.
20%,
right?
1 out of 8. Like that's
click sub, predicting the switch.
He knows he's keeping the gold, so he clicks sub. Which
back then every Among Us was
that's
not
actually sub. That sub is actually
guard.
a big deal because then Among Us could actually beat the Za 1v1.
Oh, now watch this. Bullshit.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. And now it's just game over. So he can do nothing. He can do 0 about
He literally can't do shit. Yeah. He just loses. Because, like, that was just predicting the grass knot.
And now he doesn't even care about... Oh, Spore already happened, actually.
Wait, no, it's not predicting the grass knot. He already spored the shit, yeah. But this was an infamous series because it was like, how did bro have the right Terra twice in a row?
the right birds. Moltres in the last
Fire into Moltres, electric into Zap.
Nah.
This dropped the stock of birds for a minute because people were like, "Oh no,
no way, Zamazenta
This mind reading Zamar on the fucking prowl."
Yeah, like if you look at the actual games, like, they're not that hype, they're not that interesting. But this really cemented Vert as that guy in building because he just knows, bro. He just knew.
Yeah. I won with a lot of his teams.
Speaking of which, we got another team. This is another crazy team by him. What were you saying though? I didn't mean to cut you.
I saw Electric Za actually used in tournament. Yeah, I saw it actually used in tournament in OST by Zav GB this year, but it made no difference.
I almost wanted to use it versus you guys. I actually had the paste. I uploaded. I'm like, I'm going in with this. It had Electric Za, and someone told me, like, nah, I think you should go Fire because I think VK's gonna bring Moltres, and I saw his.
Oh no!
Yeah,
that's the worst.
It's hard. It's really hard. Yeah, but yeah, I just remembered I saw it. It didn't really make much of a difference. The Za being electric. I mean, it was cool because like it would have been better against non-Katao Gambit in that game, but whatever. It's just a anecdote. All right, let's watch this.
I remember this
That
game.
was heinous meta of all time when everybody ran Rilla plus Sneasler plus fucking.
I think Gliscor was banned, right?
Oh, no, Fling? Fling, right? Yeah. I love this set, bro.
That Fling is so big.
This set saved my life in tournament.
No Gliscor is protecting versus turn 1 landers, right? Like if they exhaust,
yes,
it's fine.
Exactly.
Like, if they,
there's no knock. There's no knockoff.
So there's no point. Let's just get that Terra. So, all right.
Exactly.
Now Manaphy. Back in the day, bro, I used to think Manaphy was the greatest Pokemon of all time, but right now it's
crazy because Woger was around and people still called this shit OP.
But
Anyways, this is when I knew Ting Lu was broken because +3 grassy terrain, grass
how
knot.
does it live,
It's 98, bro.
But this was such a genius play by Vert because he doesn't Terra, he exhausts Empo. Oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what Roaring Moon has knockoff. Welcome.
Dude,
Vert loves the speed booster though. Like that shit did nothing. He loves speed booster as like a counter to hyper offense for his own self.
Hyper. Yeah, if you already have Manaphy, which is like the greatest breaker technically, then you want that speed boost. People also ran a lot of random shit back then, like Trailblaze Ogre and all this shit.
This was like
speed boosting move was just clutch. Yeah.
Back when Rilla wasn't UU. Back when he was OU.
Dude, Rilla used to be the one.
Used to be the guy.
Rilla ran this tier, bro. Every team was
Boots Val, which was really enjoyed set back in the day.
Because you don't care about fogging for your own team.
Bro, Boots Val is Empo's favorite mod.
Yeah, he loves that shit.
Yeah, he's doing a lot. It's not a bad mod at all. It's like support really goat with knockoff encore. It lets you make a lot of outplays because those two support moves, knockoff and encore, are horrible to play around.
Yeah, but you guys would think we're showing this replay for the grass knot, but that's actually not it.
Oh my god! I actually just remembered why we're showing this. I just remembered why we're showing this.
Yeah. Because hey, look at this. Corv with Iron Defense versus this.
This is why playing Vert. This is why playing Vert is horrible. It's like horrible because no matter what you see on your screen, that's not what it is.
Doesn't get Encore. How is it beating Corv? Like what?
Bro, this shit was so stupid. Like, also this Sneasler is beefed the fuck up in defense too.
Yeah. Let's let him.
Yeah, and then
oh, wait a minute. My only move is U-turn. Hold up.
But it has Shadow Claw. He actually started running Terra Blast Ghost. I remember after a while.
Taunt, right?
But
like I think it was Taunt Shadow Claw.
Yes, bro. Yes, but Shadow Claw's a great move though because it's high crit. So there's no way. There's no way out. There's no way out.
That being said, though, I think his taunt set works too because he would just taunt the core before it boosts up, right?
Yeah. True. And everybody was running Acro back then.
True.
So Corv you would have thought Corv won from this position, but
dude, Grassy Terrain into Grass Knot Manaphy, like into this Sneasler, like dude, he was just way ahead. He was so far.
It was a really good I know people make the meme of like good prep, but this was like actually like incredible prep in terms of trying to figure out what's my opponent's style, what they're gonna bring. And then it just went really solid. That turn one fling was
and that set up the game too, because Dragapult can be like a Manaphy or some shit, right? Or Rillaboom, or
like it can at least like semi check. It wasn't like super amazing this game, just because it's the support set, but I don't know. He just
it gives him momentum.
He definitely read
like Sneasler can't.
He read the opponent's team really well.
Sneasler can't set up versus a Dragapult if it's in. Rillaboom loses to
this
it.
Was what Empo brought every set.
He brought a shit ton of like Val Bulkio. So this was a crazy one too.
We're going back forward in time again. This is Smogon Champions League tiebreak game 3. I'm pretty sure, right, guys? Like game 3 shit.
Tiebreak game 3. Yeah.
This is a crazy game.
So this was to win the tournament.
This was to win the tournament. Yep. Now this is the
worst play in the history of Mons. This is the worst play in the history of Mons. Bro, if the shit got brought in, why the fuck are you not gonna earthquake? Yeah, bro.
But
I can't even explain
it's crazy.
That shit.
He had a good chance to win despite that. Is how it goes, right?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, look at this Garg, Terra, anything versus this team. Like, nothing can kill it.
Look at this Garg. I think it's the McMegan set. Yep. Yes, sir.
Yeah, like literally nothing.
Look at this. Like mine doesn't even have a ground type. It's like Enamorous. That's it. And it's like probably Scarf Enamorous on this kind of build. So
I think he Salt Cures again, and then switches for no reason instead of Salt Curing for free.
Or Recover is even fine there. Like,
bro, like I don't understand
like
this.
Like he switched out for Focus Bus, but you eat a +2 Focus Bus easily. You could just recover there.
Yeah. Helmet Landers takes 22
I'm
is
thinking
funny
about
as
this.
fuck.
If he recovers with the curse or he didn't curse, but if he recovers versus
there's no reason to recover. Just click Salt Cure.
Yeah.
You're at 83. So it's like switching doesn't even make sense. Like you don't even do anything for yourself. He did 58 because he crit and ended up taking damage.
Lando's max defense. That shit is 22.
Giga max defense.
But Psychic Fangs, bro.
Psychic Fangs is so
crazy. Was Sneasler? No, Sneasler wasn't here in finals, so I'm surprised it's Psychic Fangs.
Hit. He predicted a Munger Pex. Shit is all purpose.
Right now, mine is like, I don't know how to win. I have Choice Band Cinderace or Choice Scarf or some shit. But,
Yeah, it wasn't
he
even
chooses
boots.
not to curse up.
I don't know what that shit was.
Yeah, and this
fried,
only does
bro.
50. Like, he can recover versus this. I think he needs to, or he swaps out here. Okay.
I would have recovered every time. Yeah.
And now it's like, now what? Mind has to go.
How the fuck did
Mind
Mind
has to
win
go
this?
Gambit.
Mind literally goes Gambit and SD's on Salt Cure, I'm pretty sure.
He has to.
Yeah.
Which is like.
Wall Valiant is still alive too.
Press is crazy. Press is insanity.
Press is actually crazy. Oh my god. But it doesn't matter because.
Okay, so even then it's okay. Even then it's okay.
Like, this game was actually hacked. I can't lie, but because if Draco hits here, the game ends to Garg. But
you're right. You're right about that.
That's true.
But like still, bro, like I feel like there's so many other things that could have.
Bro, just sack your shit though. Just sack the fucking Amoongus and get your recover
you should
off.
just let this guy stay in forever.
That's what I'm saying. The whole end game is beyond botched. Trying to go into fucking Garg twice and making it take rocks. No, bro. This is some balls. This is some balls.
And mine can't even kill his Dragapult for the same reason. Like he wants something to die.
Yeah, and so
I think mine is actually. Okay, wait. There's only one way for mine to win. There's only one way.
That was crazy. Yeah.
So mine has been chipping his gold on purpose, and people are like, "Huh? Why would he do that?" But it's for this exact moment, bro.
Bro, this was crazy. This was crazy. Me personally, I had to click that Draco, but
I think Draco
and then it
was the
fucking
click.
That was such a
Draco
tough
was
set.
the click. Actually, no. I think.
And I think it nasty plots into hits blast.
Actually, okay. I see it now. He can't Draco because if Za lives and kills Pult, then it dies.
It's gonna kill with CC.
So
it's gonna kill. Yeah. That's why him going into the Garg earlier on and taking that extra rocks was like the worst play of all time. All he had to do was sack the thing and then he'd win no matter what.
But he got the 50-50 of nasty plot. Actually, no, it's not even a 50-50. I'm tripping, but.
He's always clicking that.
At this 59, that is a lot of damage. I can't lie.
Mind winning this is actually crazy.
And now it's perfectly in Dragapult Draco range, which is like, some hacks happened for sure, but at the same time, this is like player diff. Like, had the tools to like really win this. He really did have the tools.
But mine, though, this is for sure like especially once that Gambit got bonded, there's no way Thingy can lose.
Yeah, and like that's the thing, like bro, like it's the thing about playing to your outs, bro.
Exactly.
Like mine did get lucky.
Look at the end game. Exactly. Went to gold on Wisp as well. Forced everything correctly so that there wasn't the. If either other mon is out into Garg, you lose.
Exactly. Because it's only gold that can prevent it, which is just wild.
Well, I guess Zama too, but you can't go into Zama.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Because he went to the fucking Garg for fun and took an extra rocks round. He was in range of CC. Like, smoked himself. Yeah.
Like this was Mind himself has said like I shouldn't have won this at all. Like I just played my outs, and that's all you can do in matchups like this.
That's the thing with so many fucking games though. Like you see it.
You have to play your outs. That's why matchup is not real. People always cry about, oh man, I had a tough matchup.
Also, like, bro, Mind is shy for always bringing offense and tiebreak. Like I respect that.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Bro brought non-boots ace in tiebreak. Like, what's going on here, man?
Fuck! No, we came to it. Yeah, listen.
Nah. This is a beautiful game. Don't worry, I'll narrate this. Don't trip.
We said have fun in PMs. So don't worry about that.
Yeah, because he's banned and can't say it. I told him to bring this team. I was like, bro, bring your Claude unaware spam. So my bad for that. I was like, yeah. So if we're looking at the matchup, Lax has Specs Primarina, which is a big threat. But
I don't even remember, honestly.
Nah, your Specs. I remember. Actually, maybe you're not. I don't remember. But Prim is a threat. All right, so we see Brave Bird here. What comes in this turn? Garg.
Yo, that is
he goes Garg to get it activated. Shit takes so much. Yeah, he's bold, I think.
But it's a free recover because he just stays in. He's just getting the chip. That's smart. Because he has Claude, but he doesn't need the Garg HP right now, I think.
Yeah. He's just I don't really remember this early game much. Maybe you're not Specs.
72?
Yeah, I think you're just max. That's not
Unless
Specs.
He's AV.
Yeah, that's you're no, he's banded.
Yeah, he's definitely banded. That did 51.
No, he's banded. Okay, so Warhammer comes out there. You click SD.
I don't want the chip from Helm on this. Might as well get my lefties back up.
Exactly. Might as well also force him into a position. He clicks U-turn here, which is a good play to get out of there. But I mean, you can't stay on the press.
That was a really good play actually.
I don't know why he was so thirsty to not go into Claude. I don't understand this either. I remember because discharge. You a bitch for having discharge first of all. But yeah, fortunately, Liv's Thunderclap. Otherwise, that could have been
My
really
cope
dicey.
and what we've talked about. I mean, I'm over it. Obviously, this shit happened way back. Even when it happened, I was over it. But I remember thinking discharge Parachance into the Thunderclap roll has a good chance of killing Ogerpon. So I was like, that's a good out for me because he's willing to let his Ogerpon go.
Ogre's a gigantic threat to your shit anyways. If you kill that shit, then you can force a Primarina insta-win. Guard comes back in there, finally hits Terra Water. I think he was just waiting to hit the Terra for Bolt to die. I think that's why because afterwards I asked him, I'm like, why did you even go Ogre? And he had the same reasoning as you. He's like, dude, 50-50 odds my Ogre beats the shit, and then my Terra Guard is unkillable.
Bolt is dead.
And I was like, yeah, I guess that is fair. He's like, because he told me the alternative is that he goes Corv, Claude and Corv, and then Gliscor comes in for free and whatnot.
Yeah, that was a good.
All right, here stays in on Moon.
This forces me to Terra, which is ass for me.
Right, because you have no switch, yeah.
I think my Terra on Gambit could win the game, though, so I was like, I might as well get the kill, because I need that.
You're not going to win with, because, bro, there's a fucking Dirge in the back, too, for Gambit, so it's like, and this is like, even Fire Ghost Dirge used to beat Gambits if they weren't Terra Dark, because you still tank and you Torch Song or burn back. Too. Yeah. All right, Rock Sub here. Gargus Cancer. And then fucking Dirge comes in on Facade. But I think it takes 2 Earthquakes anyways. But you're Facade knock or what?
EQ.
Okay. Core change, but now they're both going back up, which will help versus Prim. So he can, because he's gonna have to sack him on to Surf at some point. Yeah. Okay. We got Gliscor named Glizzy.
It's not bad.
No, it's okay. Corviknight comes in here. Shit's pretty low.
It doesn't do enough.
But that only does 17. Yeah, so he keeps the shit low.
One kill
you
here.
Take your out with Prim. Yeah, you take your out with Prim here. What does he sack? Claude? Yeah. Okay, so the Claude was unaware, right? Yeah, so...
I think here I was like, okay, I have to force him to go Garg on Surf or something. Moonblast, try to crit him. That's like my main out. So I think that's why I click Moonblast instead of Surf.
No, it makes sense because you're playing... Because, yeah, at the end of the day, you know he's not staying. So you might as well just click... Garg comes back in. Click Sulk here to apply some type of pressure. And then I think the end game with the Corv is what it gets really dicey. Yeah. Cause this here does like what 40%? Let's see. Oh, you switched.
Yeah,
I guess at that point you don't do a KO. So you would have killed yourself. You would have killed yourself off of that.
That play wins in the game. This play straight up wins in the game.
Yeah. This play wins in the game. Yeah, because I remember he told me he was after the game. He's like, if I let this happen, I can actually put myself in a position to lose. So he just had to. This was one of them. I'm gonna call it to force like 10 less turns of having to play. Yeah. Fucking Corv. This guy always brings fucking Corv.
Corv is a great pick into me, honestly. Because back then, I was just spamming King Gambit, Zamazenta, Cinderella's offense. So, or not even offense, like fat shit too. But I think my out here was to try to get a bunch of double protects to heal Gliscor all the way back up.
And just try. I mean, because you can't even switch into this. Because if you go into Gambit, you're still gonna get you turned on, and then.
Yo, him revealing that he wasn't pressed though made me think like, damn, if I attacked earlier, that would have been shice, but it's not happening.
Yeah, that's the other thing. He bluffed it because he was like, fuck, this was my bad. Because I told him, I was like, yo, bring your double unaware. Because he tested it versus me, and you know me, I only bring Iron Valiant and shit. So I got canned by this in test, and I'm like, this is your best team. Bring this team. But yeah, fucking the Garg, like, in retrospect, this game was fucking boring. But I mean, it had some good plays. It had some. Yeah. It had really important turns.
The thing in question is that he was banned for a lot, so there's not a lot of games from him to play. so we gotta cherry pick our options.
I gotta head out.
All right, we'll catch you. There's only a few left. We'll run them back. But thanks for joining us.
Oh, SD, you had SD what double
edge? What about that? That was crazy.
What a shit set. 65. This shit is dicks. Shit is ass.
Wait, yeah, I remember loading it. I was like, I brought this in the Dirge, bro. You're kidding me.
Triple normal.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember I saw SD at the end, and I was like, wait a minute. And then I was like, nah, never mind. There's a fucking Dirge that never came out. Dude, whatever. Garg is a bitch, and he was fully bold, seeing as he took 40 from Katao.
All right, we got a few more to go. This was also a great game. This was a Vert creation.
Oh, this was a phenomenal game. Yeah, the Lewis team is from Vert. Nice sprite of Glimmora. Shit looks disgusting. All right, Earthquake.
Good, man, relax.
Looks disgusting. What are you talking about?
It looks just like Glimmora, bro.
Should have swollen.
All right, dodges Ruination.
Ruination gets clicked. Yeah.
It was
Ruinates and misses again is actually crazy. Really I actually forgot we got such a goated start. Anyways, goes Polt on the next ruination.
Yeah, I get it for free. Yeah.
Yeah, literally gets it for free. Goes into Tinglu here, which gets a free. I would have clicked ruination there personally. I would have
rocked that.
But I get. Yeah, this was a good series of plays by Zav GB. Goes back to Pope because he knows now that he can't take the chip after dodging twice.
Wait, why are we showing this shit? No, I'm kidding. It's a hype end game. It's a hype game.
Rocks go up. Spike goes up here. Goes Pope again on Ruination, which is a god play.
Dude, going Pope every
and then
single
kills
time
it with
pretty fire though. I can't lie. But obviously he had to get lucky to be in that spot in the first place. Okay, now you encore this.
Glim comes in and collects Meteor Beam, and then you could Gigaton this.
Yeah, because if he Terras, then it's exhaust. Yeah.
It's gonna die. It's gonna die. Yeah, because it's 0-0.
Anyways.
Lou comes in as Zav clicks recover, but now all hazards are going up for the most part. Actually, just keeps on ruinating.
I forgot about that.
Forgot about that.
I think I would have actually gone Tink there because I think the Lou at this point is so useful into the Latias gold Dragapult. But
yeah, I would agree with that. Also, T-Spike going up is pretty annoying because
a nice play though. Get that big chip.
Staying in here was a good play. You gotta chip that shit. Into Venpult was tough. Yeah. Gets the T-Wave off so that you can kill with the next. Damn, this shit is damn lucky. I'm not even gonna cap. It's crazy lucky.
Game, though.
Defensive gold comes in. Rye comes in. This is Boots knockoff Sludge Ice Beam. Dark Pulses kills that.
Dude, the fact that Zav pulls this back is actually really impressive. I forgot about this shit.
Is it rest?
He loves
it's rest. Which is why he went Pulse so he could get the T-Wave again. Goes to Moltres now that rest has been exhausted. Just instant burn. Yep. U-turns again, gets the Hex chip so that Bolt can then force the KO. Yeah. This is... I don't know what this Bolt is.
I want to say
Is it Specs?
Oh, wait, no.
It's not Specs. It's not Specs.
Fuck?
I have no idea. It's probably Shuka then or some bullshit.
Shuka. Yeah. I used to love that set back.
But yeah, the gold is...
looking pretty
the gold is max HP and able to take nothing from that T-Bolt, honestly.
That actually does nothing. This might be like timid Bolt or something, right? Like, why is that doing so low?
I don't know. I don't know what this was because it's not Specs, it's not Boots, it's not Booster. So then what the fuck? Got to be some random berry. Tinglu comes in here to force with EQ, but this is where Golden Ghost Terra is gonna.
The recovers are only at 2, so the Bolt, while it was able to wall,
it's split F gold, by the way. It's split F gold because look how much EQ did. 36 is ridiculous, and then it took 40. It's split F gold. It's split F gold, but that's why this next set. Vert Creation wins the game because this Moltres is fucking adamant Brave Bird. It's adamant Brave Bird. And it gets the necessary chip and takes every recover so that Gigaton, yes, bro, and then fucking Dark Pulse kills this as a result. And then Latias comes in on Dark Pulse.
Game 10 or game 11 or like one of the last games of the series.
No. If he doesn't win this, we lose the tournament. If he doesn't win this, we lose the tournament.
Or you're just like 6 up or something. Yeah, but yeah.
No, it's 5-6. If we lose this, we don't go to tiebreak and we lose the tournament. Yeah. So. Looking back at this is beyond lucky. I'm not even gonna cap. There were great plays made, but giga luck. I have to be real. Super lucky. I didn't even remember that the Ruination missed twice on Lou. Like, this is crazy, Hank. I'm not gonna cap.
It's all good, though. Some of the most iconic games involve luck, too. It happens.
Adamant Moltres, man. Had to take every recovery.
Speaking of which, like, at this point, Helom was, like, the best player on the site. He was 10-0 into tiebreak, game 3 tiebreak versus Trosco.
Actually, CTC was the best player on the site, but I get your point.
All right, but yeah, this was like, this was such an unfortunate game. You guys,
I don't even remember.
I don't
this
remember
game.
a lot either. I just know.
Oh, I know how it ends, but I know how it ends now that you said unfortunate, but I don't remember the middle portion of this game.
So Gliscor looks really good. Like, how does Trusco ever beat that? But let's.
I used to love all the teams Helom would bring too, because he almost always brought some type of bulky O and would just play to his outs. He would always just play like an offensive game, which is how I like seeing people play. So he would always make very like
make the good
strong
plays in this tournament.
mid-groundy plays, you know, like
this is just score versus
like a player that does not matchup fishing. I always respect that a lot.
SD? Did he not claim a kill if he SDs again? The fuck? Yeah, because if he SDs instead of facades right here, you're doing like
maybe he just wanted to scout out the Gliscor immediately. Or maybe maybe he was afraid of like Ice Fang, which people did occasionally run.
Ice Fang is crazy.
Wait, it did already show knockoff. You're right about that. I don't know. I guess he just didn't want to risk the.
Oh wow.
Or maybe he just wanted to scout it out.
That's defensive tuss, bro.
But here, getting up rocks is great though.
It's so big because it's permanent chip on everything basically.
And Gliscor especially.
That's a really good play. Bring Ogre Pawn.
Great double. Then
you knock.
Knowing that Ting Lu is forced.
Ivy Cudgel's fine.
I believe he stays in here and play roughs.
Great play, actually. Yeah, knock it out.
Or knock off.
Because he knows you're not wisping into Moltres, right?
But even if you do wisp from Helom's angle, it's like fuck it, dude. I'll sack my shit because he's gonna die if I click knock. And exactly, it dies there. So from Helom's perspective, he's like, let me just get this bullshit out of the way.
Do you see that sequence?
My gold is now.
Look at this. On the knock on Tusk into the Ivy Cudgel and Moltres, so the Ogre Pawn has to take it.
He's cold. He's cold. He's cold. On this tour. I didn't even catch that. See, it's those little plays where you just know what your opponent is forced to do. So that was tough.
Gliscor's cheap. I don't know how you lived that with ease, but it's all good.
Piece of shit.
But that ship is so big though, because it means that Trosco can't win with this, right? So
yeah, it's necessary damage.
Right. So now
even then, Ting Lu taking the scarf was really big because that shit was a pretty troll, but he's now able to chip it accordingly. Make it rains again, knowing Earthquake's not coming, which was a shice play.
That forces the recover spam here. Oh, it forces the Terra here. Okay. Actually, that makes sense. Terra Water looks really good right now.
Terra not a bad play. Pretty free.
Good play.
Goes into Tusk in case recovers click, so he can get the spin off.
Now
I understand.
Slowking can come in, try to force a poison or something, or just get. Oh, it's grass.
AV King. Yeah, that shit did nothing though. You have to sludge. Okay, future sight is the same.
Never sludge, bro. Remember, never sludge. Oh, what? That did a fuck. What the?
Why did that shit do 34? What did that shit just do?
For who?
That's different.
Wait, no, I get it. You rock tomb the opposing Gliscor, so your Gliscor always wins the speed tie. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, and at this point, gold is pretty poised to win.
You look at gold in this game.
Watch this.
Trosco reveals he's still gold, but the only way he can win is he forces this to make it rain, so Trosco can recover it with his gold. And the only way to make that happen...
So one protect. You need to get... Not one.
Not two.
Not two.
He's a sorry team here, because he knows he loses, unless he gets this. Oh my god.
Yeah, triple is like crazy, because now Helom cannot kill this with Shadow Ball. Has to click make it rain, but because he was forced to do that, Boots Gold is going to come in, die to this.
I wonder if you hard switch Gliscor and just Swords Dance instead of let him recover to full right now. Because if you recover the first time...
right.
No, he's still around full, though. He's still around full.
Well, let's see how much +2 rain, make it rain does to this. Oh, does it Oko?
Wait.
It's a speed tie, first of all, which is nonsense.
So...
It didn't make a difference.
Gliscors were speed ties.
Actually, no. If he wins the tie, then this potentially could win.
Wait, both Gliscors were the same speed as each other. What the fuck? And they're both tying with gold. That has to be some kind of error, but...
Yo, this was heinous. I remember this triple. But caveat is that they played again in World Cup, and Helom hatched the balls off Trosco and beat him. And I remember I was like, justice always. This was the
tie break though, so it feels worse than just winning a random pool.
Oh, I didn't know it was tie break. That really sucks to play like your biggest stakes game at the time, and then he played a great game.
He would have been 11-0 coming into finals, I think, if he won this, because his team would have made it.
Historically, he could have done the 12-13 win potentially season, but unfortunately, only one man is gonna have that for the rest of rest of this game's history.
Now we're jumping super farm time. We only got a couple left. We'll just go do these quick.
I saw this game the other day. Great game.
This was game 2. Turn 1. ZavGB is 1-0 up in finals of official ladder tournament, October 2024.
Not gets clicked. This clean doubles back, knowing that the Lu is too free. Good play.
Prevent those from going up. I like that.
Taunt is a good play because if rocks go up, that's bad. I think Clean doesn't have spikes, which is terrible.
If he had spikes here, it's actually destroying Zav's team.
That's what I'm saying. This shit would have been fire to get the extra chip on Gambit and Val, but he doesn't have it.
Only Ruination. It's not EQ. So we're about to see a Ruination kill, I think, in like a few turns.
Yeah, but Clean can't even switch because
you don't want anything to take that.
Nobody can take. I mean, nothing can even threaten it back besides Val, and going Val's crazy to just lose your HP.
If he had spikes and he's only Ruination and they all got up, bro.
This was a big play. I remember when I watched this, I was like, Clean should just click Earthquake. Yeah. If Zav switches on DD, it's horrible for Zav. I remember because it's like you can't just give away free turns when you're already in the back.
Full HP Roaring Moon.
But Zav finally gets his rocks up, and then this was before any Terra Ghost Moon shit existed. Either way, he clicks Ice Spinner because E-Speed doesn't kill. Tusk comes in here, but you have a free Moltres every time.
Tusk is useless basically unless it's rock move, but it does get the spin off, which is big for the team.
Yeah.
Well, that should do nothing. Oh, it's taunt.
And clicks taunt, which is pretty
keep
cool.
Keep this low for Kira, Moth, and Valiant. That's actually really big.
Val, exactly.
That makes a good play here.
Going Gambit here was pretty shy. Going Gambit here was pretty shy because it stops.
I wouldn't, because Sucker's so obvious. I would not let that happen, I think.
Yeah. I think he was just afraid of getting predicted. Terra Dark here to get rid of this right now is fine.
But now if you look at Val into the rest of the team, it's looking pretty damn good. If it has like a Thunderbolt or something.
No, literally, if it has Thunderbolt, which I wouldn't even be surprised seeing as he has so many physical attackers. So this is probably and it is T-Bolt.
It's probably E-Belt or something on this set, I think. But here's the crazy.
I just realized it wasn't booster. It wasn't booster. I just realized.
Oh fuck! This is like InClean's nightmares.
Did we ever find out what this Val set is? Because I just assumed he didn't have.
I think Zav reveals that he doesn't have Moonblast. It's like Swords Dance or something.
That's what I'm saying. Because I think he just didn't have Moonblast. But I don't like. But he clicks CC and wins the tie and kills him, which was just cold fire.
But the thing is, this Kirin was Terra Fire. I think it was revealed later.
Exactly. So that's the better odds to go for.
If you don't go for speed tie anyways, like on this turn you go for tie, you lose it. That's fine. You can still Terra Kirin, try to win.
Did that shit have Moonblast? I guess I never asked around and found out.
Zavs didn't have Moonblast. He said he only had CC, so he had to go for it. That's what he said.
He had to go for it and then get the chip for Sucker, and then would have lost to Kirim. So, yeah, I think he should have just gone for the Kirim DD Terra Blast Fire win.
Yeah. But I think Zav positioned himself really well in this game. So.
He did really good. He did really good after the early game was pretty damn tough.
All right. Oh shit, we're really ended on this.
Oh my god. Nah. Yeah. Watch this. This is our funny. Boy 3D. It's funny. I gotta head out anyways. So this is a good last game to put in. This shit is hilarious. This is a hilarious game. All right, switches out turn one because Samurai doesn't really matter if it's parried or not. Slower than everybody, anyways. I'm surprised. Fucking Max Bold is a nasty set.
Oh,
you see the double back
this is actually worth it because look at this shit.
Nah, go to play.
Oh my god. Oh my god. And then back to it. Does he go back again though?
Me personally, I would have been gone Landorus, but we can't all be great.
I mean, this makes sense. Good. It's the right play.
This literally makes more sense because Petch walls you. Yeah.
That was this is a smart play. It happens. EQ doesn't really get you.
Parting shot. He predicts him there. Semu comes in on Shadow Ball. He scares himself out. No.
Oh,
okay, it's Cobra, so he knows he can stay. But the damage has been done.
Here's where it starts.
This is the funniest shit ever.
I think this had taunt, so but unfortunately, 3D clicks Terra ground because of that. I think it does have taunt. Does it taunt right now? Oh fuck! It happened.
Been there myself though. Yeah. Been there myself. Games like this, I say Terra takes no skill. All right, we see EQ here on Cudgel.
Which actually lives the crit, which is insane to me.
I think he was trying to predict the because he had Ice Spinner and Ice Spinner would kill maybe, but so he was trying to predict Terra there. And then Helion clicks Iron Head here because he kind of has to play out, and then 3D just clicks EQ because 3D's too ahead at this point though. That's a risk-free EQ. I agree. He's too ahead. Yeah. But that shit was so funny. I remember seeing this live and I was like, 3D, you have no skill. But I remember this was so funny.
Hope you guys enjoyed this history of.
I don't even think bro did anything that wrong. Like yes, objectively taunt is better, but it's still like.
I mean,
it's like I like get it because nobody was running Terra ground. Yeah. So I don't really fault it that much.
Like in hindsight, it's a bad play. If he clicks taunt, it's a different game. But
yeah, if you want to talk about the quote unquote objective play, you're not supposed to click fucking Thunderwave. But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh my god, what a giga choke or some shit, because it's not like that.
And Duty just made the good plays. This was just a funny game because this attack boost treads is low key a fucking threat.
That shit could have been a big threat.
Knocks out the landers instantly, forces like Petch in or some shit. Like it could really put in work.
Yeah, many correct pivots this game, so can't complain at all.
Thank you to Blunder for joining, and hope you guys enjoyed watching this history of SVOU. A lot of shice games to come. Hopefully, this World Cup we'll see. But take care, and we'll catch you for the next. Peace.